Hey everybody, uh, week 2 of September shares. Um, Starting to get warm again, which is nice because the tomatoes and the squash, gosh, and the peppers really slowed down. But you know what, it's mid-September almost here and things really start turning off. So not horrible, but I'd like to see a little more. This week, what do we got? Let's start with our squash. So some smaller patty pans this week, just some variation. A zucchini as well, a couple cucumbers. You got sweet peppers. You got a bunch of the Carmens, the thick-skinned frying peppers. They're really sweet. They're great. You got a bell pepper, red, yellow, green, purple. Everybody's got one. Your chilies, you got a couple jalapenos, a big Jim Hatch, and a poblano. Everybody's got an eggplant, not too big, different varieties, but everybody's got one. Of course, the kale, like I said, we're going to have every week. And then tomatoes, we've got a Brandywine mortgage lifter, we got Cherokee purple, a bunch of Galahads, some Rutgers, Marmalade Sky, and of course the green zebras. Remember, these are ripe. They're not green tomatoes, meaning unripe. They're green tomatoes, meaning they are green when ripe, with stripes. They're really good at tangy. And then we've got basil and mint this week as well. Still don't know about corn. The cold has slowed that down as well, so we'll see if we get any the last couple weeks of September. I'm trying to think. All of our winter squash looks wonderful. It's growing like crazy. We've got pie pumpkins coloring up. We've got delicata and butternut squash like crazy. I've seen a few spaghetti squash out there. I say seen because it's not something, vines are not something you weed constantly. So a lot of the squash is hidden, but the vines all look healthy on there. And also, acorn. We've seen acorn too. So everything's looking good out there. Next week, we're going to start with tomatillos. The first crop of tomatillos, we should have had them already, but they really were like the tomatoes and the peppers, rotting on the vines because of how wet it was a month ago. But the second crop in particular looks great. It's sad the first crop was an heirloom purple. We'll have some of them mixed in, but most of them are going to be green. But the second crop, like I said, they're really healthy and great, especially with the dryness since they've started turning on. Tomatoes are going to be fine for a while, just might not be as numerous. Peppers as well. I mean, everything looks great. We're taking a couple weeks off of beans to let them reflower and refruit. Maybe next week I'll have beans. I gotta check those again next week because the first crop is actually starting to refruit now. It's gonna be the end of the basil. It really took this dry spell hard, right? There's nothing left out there.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have it again. But the mint now is going crazy,
yeah, the mint's
and
turned back
I'm
on.
keeping my eye on those garlic chives. But I don't know how many are out there. So
Garlic
we'll see.
chives, yeah, we have to wait a couple of years before they reproduce better, but we'll work on that. Maybe we'll have those a little bit. I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything else.
Sunflower
Sunflowers look
field.
good.
The sunflowers are looking good. They're still following the sun, meaning that they're not ready to open yet. It's a couple weeks. I usually use that as a judge. Sunflowers aren't called sunflowers because they always face the sun. All flowers do that. They're called sunflowers because they look like the sun. And when they get too heavy so that they cannot follow the sun anymore, that's about the time they're going to start opening. And we're still following the sun during the day. So they're not too heavy. I think we got a couple weeks at the bare minimum. And hopefully at the same time, the prairie out there will be in full fall flower. Right now we just got the yellows going on. And you know what, I'm sorry, I haven't done a walk through the farm in a couple months. I should do that this week. I gotta figure out time. But the prairie will start flowering in vibrant purples and magentas and pinks, along with the grass heads that are going, and the solidago yellow. in a couple weeks actually. It might even be next week that they start. Well, actually, we started to see some of the
A little
New
bit
England
of-
aster
Mm-hmm.
opening up. But yeah, that's going to explode as well. So we'll let everybody know. Gosh, we still got to work out if we're going to have people
Yeah.
over.
We
But
want to. The cool thing about the prairie in the fall too is you start to see the big spiders and the praying mantises
yeah, the
and
praying mantises are
all of
awesome.
the. If you think bugs and spiders are,
Yeah.
then it's a cool place to find those as well. In the
Um,
fall, you find them more.
Yeah, I think that's it.
so.
Again, we're still collecting for the local food pantry if you guys want to leave stuff out.
Yep.
And we're at market at Huntley on Saturday morning. That's all for now.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we just got approved for an egg license. We will be selling eggs at the Huntley market. I don't know how many we'll have because our chickens are not laying yet. After the spring killing off all of our mature chickens, the mink, I mean, not the spring, but in the spring. Our new chickens aren't laying yet, but Becky at
Midnight
Sun Farm, who has been putting eggs in shares for us all year, is going to have all of her extra eggs coming with us to market. So whatever we get from them, we will have at the market to sell. And I think that's it now.
I think so. Okay.
All right. We'll see everybody. Bye.